All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Thank y'all so much for coming over now. I'm pretty sure that most of you know by now, unless you're living under a rock, the feud that's going on with LeBron and Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. said something a while back, and LeBron approached him at the Lakers game while he was sitting courtside. And it's just been going back and forth, back and forth. Got this video here from Hype Plus. Jamie Foxx, D.L. Hughley, and Marlon Wayans respond to Stephen A. Smith saying he'd punch LeBron James. That title just kind of, I forgot how old Stephen A. Smith is. Is he just talking about like defending himself? If we'll see. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Listen right into it.
Reporting live from Hyper Clubhouse in Atlanta for Hype Plus News, I'm John Abba. LeBron James and commentator Stephen A. Smith might go down as one of sports' most interesting rivalries in history between an athlete and a reporter.
Yeah.
Now, on Wednesday, James would stop by ESPN's Pat McAfee show for a rare one-on-one where he would discuss a number of topics regarding his life and career. At one point during their nearly 1 hour conversation, James would open up about his recent confrontation with Smith over Smith's criticism of James's son, Bronny James, being in the NBA. For those that don't know, James's son, Bronny James, was drafted into the NBA in 2024. And for many, including Stephen A. Smith, the move seemed a bit premature and heavily...
What is so odd and so strange about this is if you look at the number one pick to the 54th pick, it's like, what are they doing? I mean, I know you got the SAR dude, the other dude, and I even forget their names. In Atlanta, you got Castle, you got Dalton Connect on the Lakers. But it's just crazy, man. Like, if you're a hooper, if you really used to get buckets back in the day, it's tough even in a G League because them dudes are hungry. They feel like they're playing for more. So Bronny is in the G League just he's balling. I feel like he's one of the main reasons people are watching the G League. Me personally, I just think just for this year, he should just stay in the G League. Just because when he's playing the NBA games, he's really not getting in unless there's like a blowout or maybe there's some injuries, some key injuries. So I would just take over the G League, and then, just come in next year or whatever. But for me, it's all about the IQ, and he just has to stay aggressive, man, because that right there will have your confidence going. I should have said this before I started the video, but yeah, the other picks aren't really talked about, which is weird to me.
Influenced by LeBron. The criticism would grow louder over Bronny's move into the NBA after his initial poor performance when he would go into the league. Smith, who is criticized for not having a professional sports background himself, would share his issues with LeBron, encouraging Bronny's NBA career. Now, earlier this month, Smith would attend a Knicks vs. Lakers game. Towards the end of the game, LeBron would find a quick moment to address Smith directly and would demand Smith to stop criticizing his son Bronny. Now, fast forward to Wednesday, LeBron would explain his issues with...
Hold on, was that a setup? That man see him look right at that camera, or was he just looking at the crowd and the camera caught his eyes? He looked directly at that camera. Hey, I'm about to go and say something, all right? Make sure you recording this.
Smith's commentary stating he's okay with the criticism of the game, but when comments become personal is when he feels the need to protect his household and team. Following James's interview, Stephen A. would share his thoughts Wednesday night on his show, The Stephen A. Smith Show. Smith would go on to call LeBron a liar and would get everyone talking when he rehashed his run-in with LeBron, stating that if things got physical, he would have swung on the 6'9", 250-pound athlete.
That man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately.
Now, following this statement, the moment would go viral and viewers online would begin to react to Smith's claims.
I'll just say this. As a man, what else is he supposed to say? As a man. Now, we all know, but I don't know. I don't know what type of hands LeBron got, but I'm just saying most of us are thinking that it ain't gonna go well. The age gap, the height, the physicality. But what else are you supposed to say? But I just don't think like LeBron was going to do anything, because first of all, like at his age, and if you're trying to win, like if he would have put his hands on Stephen A. Smith and they got into an altercation, I believe the league would have probably had to, suspend him for a decent amount of games. I'm just being honest. Because LeBron is like the face of the league. So you can't be, that would have been a horrible look for the NBA. And this is LA against the Knicks. Like, all eyes are on this game. For sure, he would have been suspended for a lot of games. So, and, they would have fell down in the rankings. So I feel like he approached him because he knew nothing was going to happen. He knew Stephen A. wouldn't get physical with him. So, yeah. Because, you have people like Barkley who says things. I'm just thinking of, it's almost like the Chris Rock, Will Smith situation. Would Will Smith had did that if people were saying like if it was The Rock, that was the best, if it was like The Rock hosting or something like that. So, yeah.
The outrageous statement for some would cause several notable comedians to now share their thoughts about Stephen A. punching LeBron James.
Here we go.
Starting with In Living Color legend David Allen Greer in the comments of the Jasmine Brand Instagram page. He would go on to react with, "Sir." Jamie Foxx, another In Living Color alum, would give Stephen A. a direct message in the comments of the Shade Room. Jamie would go on to write, "Haha, let's move on, man. This shit is corny. I get what you're doing. You're making sure that $100 million goes in your pockets, so you need clicks, but this is getting weird." For those who don't know, Smith allegedly would land a new deal this month with ESPN for a reported $100 million for him to stay with the network for the next 5 years. Now, as the night progressed, it appears that James would catch Smith's comments and would make a post of his own. Online, James would find a clip of Stephen A. throwing a few jabs during training, which honestly were slow and a bit awkward. Now, in the same post, he would then add a moment from the late Young Dolph laughing after a friend would blurt out the classic fail sound sequence heard in cartoon classics and films. This post would prompt many other notable comedians to express a response while reacting to James. Marlon Wayans would jump in with a comment and say, "Celebrity boxing, let's go. I think if he hits you with that uppercut, it may hurt. He put his life in it." Michael Blackson would then add laughing emojis under the post, along with DL Hughley and Desi Banks doing the same. Now, Cedric the Entertainer would go on to react to James's roasting Smith by saying this is 50 Cent level of trolling.
Man.
Now, following the circulation of his initial swinging on LeBron comments, Smith would jump on X to clarify his full statement. He would go on to write, "Nice try, folks. On my show, I said I would have swung on at King James had he slapped me. Like lots of y'all said, I was scared he would have done a few weeks ago. I also said immediately after that, I would have gotten my ass thoroughly kicked by the 6'8", 250-pound Goliath. But folks just left that part of my YouTube sentence out, huh?"
See, he's owning it. He just saying that there's no way I'm not gonna do nothing You know, like he know the outcome, but he's saying like, hey, at least I got one hit in. You know, uh, this back and forth that's happening. I mean, look how many people are watching. I told you, people like controversy. They do. If Stephen A just did nothing, like nothing but praise LeBron and Bronny and all of this, I don't think people would like it. I think people actually secretly like that he does criticize, right? Because again, people love controversy. People just won't admit it. People won't admit it. But I bet you can find all your family and friends in comment sections on these type of videos or whatever. That's what people do. That's what they do.
Okay, have fun. Smith has yet to respond to James's recent post about him, but it is expected he will the next time he's on air. So let's talk about it more in the comments below. Do you think Smith's comments were just for ratings, or do you think he would have seriously hit LeBron James had LeBron got physical during their run-in this month? And also, how do you feel about LeBron taking this particular interview to the Pat McAfee show instead of other potential notable platforms within our culture? And for more news in comedy, culture, and sports, be sure to subscribe here to our YouTube channel and follow Hype.
I'm actually, because you know, for those of you who don't, Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay, boy, that's his GOAT. That's who he has at number one. I'm actually shocked that he didn't go on there and talk. Boy, that would have, that probably would have went more viral than the Cat Williams, LeBron and Shannon Sharp. But look, man, at the end of the day, Stephen A is a reporter. He's going to report. But the fine line is to never get personal. You're supposed to critique the game. It's supposed to stay like more so on the court type of things. And I'll be honest with y'all, man. You know, like, think about, this makes me think of LeVar Ball. I feel like most, especially black kids would love to have their father riding for them in their corner, doing exactly what is going on. I'll tell you that right now. But I don't know when this is going to die down. I don't know if they're going to have like a, you know, you had people like, you had Magic and Isaiah Thomas sit down. You had Kobe and Shaq sit down. A lot of people are waiting for Jordan and Barkley to sit down. Will we ever have a sit down with LeBron and Stephen A? You know? So you get, because he's saying this, he's saying that. It's like, if you say it to each other and you able to squash it, or are they just gonna, is this just gonna linger and linger? We'll see. But yeah. And then I heard he said something about LeBron not being at Kobe's memorial, and everybody was getting on him about that. I don't know, man. But all I'll say is, most people, not all, but most people love the controversy. We'll just leave it at that. So what else was he supposed to say? You know? Hey, appreciate y'all coming over and watching, man. Peace out.